So, a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium. I've been hit by it too.
There's the whistle. It's a loose ball. And through to the goalkeeper. Deportivo were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Plays it out to the wing. Oh, that's neat. Goes for goal! Goal! And it's Deportivo who take the lead.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Deportivo take the lead, 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Looks like a good ball through. And he's had a shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Mikel. So they got the only goal to make it 1-0. Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. Passes it through, receives it from behind, looks to slip it through, shot at goal! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
Del Piero. Kenny has a swing at it! He's scored! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Deportivo get themselves a two-goal cushion.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean...
And the first 45 minutes are up. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Deportivo in control at half-time, 2-0. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. He's left his man. Tries to get it forward quickly.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
In with a header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Can't get the better of his opposite number. Out to the left it goes. Going through. Going for goal! They are rampant! And the lead is extended still further.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Changes here from both sides, in fact. Deportivo take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. It's into the middle. And the ball's come out! Pushes it out wide. He's got options out wide. He's got away. Gets up to head it! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
I think he deserves credit for getting something away, given that he had to contend with a double dose of closing down.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Lobs it in gently. Oh, the ball's come. Can he finish? The sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, and they finally reacted, but they could have been more switched on before.
Gomes, is it in? Hit long and direct. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, we knew there was a sizable gap in the quality of both squads, and the story was told in predictable fashion.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So, a warm welcome to you all. We will be on the way very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. And our live game is Deportivo against Feyenoord. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Deportivo back home, having earned a lead in the away. Is it in? And it's a goal!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such a plump.
He's gone for it! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Header! Another chance! Brilliant from Iago Aspas! Life through butter. They have done it again. Big chance. Forward pass.
Ah, that's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Has a pop. They are rampant. And they are disappearing out of sight.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Has a shot. That really should have hit the net.
He trapped it expertly, Peter, and released it very differently.
Jean-Paul Bertius. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Tries to get it forward quickly. It is quite a run he's making here. Tries the cross. And the half-time whistle goes. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Deportivo have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. And we are already promptly back underway. Has a hit! He has done it! Ruthless and relentless, utterly rampant. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Deportivo, totally rampant here. Jean-Paul Bertius, looking for options. Oh, has a swing at it! Good clearance and very necessary. Looks to clip it forward. He's got away. Shoots! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Up for the header!
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
And he just whacks it away. He's had a shot!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
That's it! No, that's just wide. Deportivo have decided now is the time to make their final change. He got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
I think he's put in a good shift, and
added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Deportivo through to the last 4. Just 2 more steps now. They have got a crack at it. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Deportivo showed us why it's so important to seize the initiative. Once in front, they grew in belief and rarely looked at risk.
So hello and welcome to you wherever you are. We are here at this most recognisable of venues in world football. It is the Camp Nou, the proud and impressive home of FC Barcelona. And here we have Barcelona against Deportivo. Well, this guy really is the heart and soul, the facilitator, the mastermind, the conductor. He's the man, Jim.
Well, in short, Peter, we can refer to him as this team's best. He's the one who makes the whole lot tick.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Deportivo praying that today will be their day. Can they do it? A win is all they need to guarantee the title, and we will know in 90 minutes from now. Alabas has it out, shapes the shoot, and he's there to make a great save.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade. Sometimes that's exactly the requirement to give you the early edge. Now for more.
Now it's Aspas, and the shot! Yes, it's in! That could turn out to be a big goal. He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Deportivo take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
Yeah, I think for them to get their noses in front away from home is brilliant, but these home fans will demand a response.
He's had a go! He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
It so nearly came off for him.
Yeah, and you can hear how the crowd
has a pop! Sergio Busquets. And the first half is done. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Deportivo leading 1-0 at the break. Big chance! Piqué kicks it away. Plays it out to the wing. Threw himself at it, but he's got it cleanly. Now it's Luis Suarez. Deportivo are the standout defensive side of the moment. They've not conceded in their last 5. Tries a through ball. He's left his man. Looks like a good ball through. Iago Aspas with a beautifully timed run. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas...
Up for the header! We've got a goal! Barcelona are back in business! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well-matched, and I think you need to be...
In with a header! Dispatched clinically! And they're back in front! Great header, made it look easy.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Deportivo take the lead. And it's hoisted clear. So who's he picking out?
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
And he's on his way! El Shaarawy! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. Hits one! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Deportivo. And time is up. So, a warm welcome to you all. We will be on the way very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. The teams then, Deportivo against Athletic Bilbao. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today? Can he score?
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Deportivo have an early lead. Good start. Aimed long and direct, played out to the right. He's left his man, and the shot! And in it goes! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again!
Yeah, I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
Deportivo take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and
going for goal! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! And they are disappearing out of sight! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Deportivo take a 3-goal lead, and they are romping out of sight. Adjuris gave his side the first-half lead in his last game. Great volley it was as well. Out to the flank. A swing at it! Chance to break. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Aduriz. Raul Garcia. Come loose. Forward it goes. Oh, good interception. And it's Aduriz. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Deportivo, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been shot at goal! Oh, outstanding save.
Well, talking about a man on a mission, that was a super effort.
Raul Garcia, Athletic Bilbao, whose manager was the brains behind, gets up to head it! He's scored! Modric with a predatory goal.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Floats one over. Out of play for a goal kick. That's a poor kick by the keeper, he's just given it straight back. Plays it out to the wing. Chooses to go back. Can he put it away? It's in! And they are cruising away.
Deportivo are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Deportivo grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. David Luiz. Iago Aspas tries a through ball. Caught offside that time.
Oh, we're talking fractions.
Mikel Rico. Iturraspe. Someone looks like he's in need of protection here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Gomis with a long pass out wide. And a shot! That really should have hit the net. And it's Aduriz. And he's made certain that won't get through. And time is up. Deportivo enjoy their perfect day. For their victims, it is entirely imperfect. Comprehensive winners of a one-sided contest. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? So we're down to the last four in Europe's Premier Club competition. We are breathing rarefied air. This is almost as big as it gets. And we're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Fernando Torres is a name that jumps out. At his absolute best, he's unplayable.
And a header! And that's caused a worry or two.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then. Oh, it was almost a dream start. Plenty of encouragement to be taken, though.
Makaleli pushes it out wide with a delicate ball. Looking to shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. He's gone for it! It's there! And it's Deportivo who take the lead! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Deportivo take the lead, 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. Could try cutting inside here. Forward it goes. And he's made certain that won't get through. Aimed long and direct. And the finish! Done very well to get to that.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
And that has been clubbed away. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Redeveloped. Promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Shapes the shoots! There is the half-time whistle. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Deportivo leading 1-0 at the break. Already up and running for the second half.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Torres passes it through. They've got a corner here. Score! Good strike, quite an alarm.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Tries to get it forward quickly. He's got away. Kenny goes for it. some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So what's he planning here? Shoots! He scores! And this is getting better and better. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Deportivo grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0. Hits one! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! And they are pulling clear here. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserved to.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss. Going for goal! And through to the goalkeeper. And that is that. Deportivo take a huge step towards the next round. They have the all-important away win. It is theirs now to lose. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly once all the pleasantries are complete. The teams then, Deportivo against Real Madrid. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
And we're underway. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
It has to be the brains of the operation, Toni Kroos. He's another one of the elite passers in world football, and his consistency remains high at both club and international level, and one of the first picks in the team.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Gets it upfield, well positioned to make that interception. Deportivo are the most prolific team in the league this season. Kroos has come loose.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Hits one! It's there! The breakthrough strike!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Deportivo get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one.
And the finish! Gets up to head it! Oh, not the best of headers.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Deportivo were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Hoists it high. Tiame. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And the shot! It's there! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Shot at goal! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
Deportivo sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Is it in? Real Madrid come into this match following a triumph for the boss last time.
Look, to alter the intended game plan was a daring move on the manager's part. It wasn't quite working for him, and he accepted his mistake. And I think what followed merits a lot of praise.
Who's he going to play in? It's a brilliant interception. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Real Madrid keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move.
Can he finish? More and more and more and more! They are running riot! And the lead is extended still further.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took...
Has a shot! That is a class save. He had to be at his best.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looks the harder thing to do.
Great leap! Brilliant from Iago Aspas! They are running riot here. And however many surrounded him, that is what he can do.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
And when the manager called on him, he was up to meet it! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save. Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, and the fact that he's registered, Peter, simply encourages more attention of a closer nature.
Zidane, out wide to the right. So who's he picking out? The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
Deportivo.
Very much the dominant side, almost the only side. Every time they got on the ball, they looked like scoring. It is a landslide. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Deportivo were very impressive here, Peter. The backbone of this team is so strong, and it proved to be the decisive area.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. The second leg of this penultimate stage of the UEFA Champions League. They are on the cusp for the winners, the final. Well, the old saying goes that football is a game of two halves, and this semi-final is no exception. We are, in effect, at half-time. And so the distinctive sound of the UEFA Champions League anthem. So off we go then.
Deportivo.
Back on for looking to shoot! There it is!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
What about that, Jim Beglin?
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. Aspas! Out of play for a goal kick. And it's Aspas. Out to the left it goes. He's gone for it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Up he gets! Solo plays it forward. Torres battles to win it back. Tries a through ball. Decent clearance now. Can anyone get on the end of it? Oh, good steal. He just read it. Defending was physical, no nonsense. And Aspas has a go!
Iago Aspas quickly realised that he could have a pop. Not his best.
Played out to the right. And the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Gets it back. Deftly done. And the ball is out of play. Gomes. Now the pass. And it's Camero. Tries lifting it out. He'll have a dip! Aspas. Another chance! He scores! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Semi-final reaches halfway. What's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Deportivo in control at half-time, 2-0. Here we go again then. So both teams emerge. Big chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Denis Suarez plays it out to the flank. He goes long. The shot's on! They are rampant! Surely now, beyond all doubt. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
De Bruyne with the ball through. Felipe. De Bruyne. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, their position is a dominant one now, Peter, so introducing one of the young...
He's gone for it! Keeper's not concerned by that. Little checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. And the weighted pass. Going for goal! And in it goes! Ruthless and relentless! Utterly rampant! Finishing doesn't come simple. Shapes the shoots! Well, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Has a swing at it! The changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. And Camero! He's looking to get there first. Oh, good ball. The defence can get it clear. Dashing forward at pace. He's had a go! Shapes the shoot! And that is that. So one big game to go. All eyes on the date with destiny. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, to go this far, it has to be on merit with substance.